Hello, my dear students. This is the second part of the lecture video series on unit vectors. So in this video, we'll be talking about how to express, where is my pen? How to express vectors using components, specifically unit vectors. Okay, because this will be understanding this part will help you understand easier the two kinds of vector products, which are scalar product and the vector product. Okay, so let's go to example number 1. Yan. What if the vector is given in the usual magnitude and direction form, or magnitude and direction notation, so which is the usual, no, the most usual. You're given the magnitude, it's a unit, it's a number and a unit, and then let's just separate the magnitude using a comma, separate the magnitude with the direction. So the direction here is 35.0 degrees north of west. I hope you know by now that if the angle has this geographic direction like north of west, east of south, it's an indication that the direction is not in standard position angle or SPA. Okay, so if that's the case, the direction after the article of will be your reference. So in other words, that is where we put our 0 degree, no? And then we go um, from west, we go north. Okay, so that's the reference. Okay, so how do we express vector h? Okay, what kind of physical quantity is vector h? Okay, to determine what kind of physical quantity this vector is, you can always check the unit. So the unit here is centimeters per second. Centimeter is a unit of length, and then second is time. So a length per time, that could be speed. But since there's already direction, so if you have speed plus direction, then that physical quantity is called velocity. Ayan. How fast and where it's going, then that is velocity. So vector h, by simply looking at the unit, you know that vector h is a vector quantity, velocity vector. Yan. So ang goal natin is, aside from expressing h in magnitude and direction form, we want to express h in unit vectors. So we know that vector h, if we show it in 3 dimensions na kompleto, then we'll have the x component plus the y component of h plus the the z component of h. Please take notes, guys, that if I use the arrow symbol on top of vector hx here, I am not writing the I hat, j hat, k hat yet, because this itself represents hx without arrow on top for the magnitude, and then I hat is for the direction. This one, if I remove the arrow, it's actually hy for the magnitude, and then j hat for the direction in the y-axis. This one, same thing. No arrow on top because I'm now using the unit vector, and then this is now h. So this is what is required for us, no, to write this in this form. So how do we do this? Wait, my laptop is already saying it's low bat. Yan. So first step, it will help you if you sketch the given vector first. Okay, so if you look at the direction, this is north of west. Okay, if you use the Cartesian plane, so this is actually, it's just a 2-dimensional quantity, no? Kasi nasa dalawang axis lang, axis ng north at saka axis ng west. Okay, wala tayong yung isa. So we have, let's just say that if we use the standard position angle, we take this as positive x, and that refers to east. Then we go counterclockwise for standard position angle. This is positive y. Geographically, we take this as north. And then the negative x, geographically, we take this as west. And the negative y, geographically, this is south. Ayan. So our reference is west, and then we go 35 degrees papuntang north. So from the origin, our reference is west. Ito, dito yung 0 degree natin ngayon sa west, and then we go towards north. So since this is the drawing here is not using a scale drawing, meaning we are not using the graphical, we can just estimate, no, rough estimations. So if this were 90 degrees between west and north, then this is 30, 60. So more or less 35 is somewhere here. Yan. So tayo nang bahala kung gaano kahaba, no? And then arrowhead always for vector h. This is h. And then we show the direction from west na 0, we go north. And that is now the 35 degrees. So from our sketch here, we are expecting therefore that this h is just two-dimensional. In this case, we are not, the vector h is not, it has no component along the z-axis. So if we put the z-axis here, which is cutting through the xy plane, this is now positive z, there's no component of h that is along the z. So immediately in this generic form, we'd say that h, this one, the z component is 0, so this one is also 0. So 2D lang siya along 2 dimensions. So first, that's our first step, no? So first step, you sketch the vector. Yan, sketch the vector. And from your sketch here, assuming that you've properly located it, yung drawing mo, then you already have the information of the direction of the components. So if this is 35, we make a right triangle. Okay, so from the origin, if we want to use the 35 degrees here, from the origin going left, this would now be your hx component, and then head to tail, this would now be your hy component. H and y always 90 degrees. And then the vector sum here, itong hypotenuse, is your vector h. So looking at your drawing here, you know that your hx component is negative, okay? And the y component of h is positive. So alam mo na kaagad ang direction, no? So in other words, si hx is already going towards negative I hat direction, and then the y component is towards positive j hat. All we lack now is the magnitude of hx and the magnitude of hy, which is easily determined using, of course, the Pythagorean theorem, no? Kasi we have a right triangle here. So let's look for hx. Okay, yan. So hx here, if we take it immediately as a vector, ayan, and then since 35 is not a standard position angle, the calculator will not give the sign. So ikaw mismo ang maglalagay, no? Na alam mo na papuntang negative I hat yan. Yan. And then that's for the direction. And then for the mamaya na lang yan. Doon na lang sa kabila. So for the direction, I'll say it's negative I hat. And then, I'm sorry, kulang ang space ko. Okay, mamaya na lang. So for the magnitude, since hx is adjacent to 35, so yung ano natin, so katowa natin na shortcut ng Pythagorean theorem, so katowa, the unknown angle side is adjacent to 35. So pag adjacent, ito, si cosine ang gagamitin natin. Okay? So we'll have here the magnitude of the hypotenuse times the adjacent side I mean the cosine of the angle. Angle natin is 35. Yan. So, H, magnitude ni H is given as, ano nga yun? 15. 150. So, 150 cosine 35. Okay. And then, meron tayo ditong direction negative I hat kasi nag-vector sign na tayo dito. Negative I hat. So, calculator, 150 cosine 35. Okay, so the calculator gives so many decimals, but check the number of significant figures in the given. For 150, let's take the last zero as significant. So it has 1, 2, 3, 3 significant figures. The direction is also 1, 2, 3, 3 significant figures. So in our final answer, for hx, we will round off the answer from the calculator. It says here 122.8728, etc. So I'll round this off to 123. The unit is still centimeters per second. That's the magnitude. But it goes towards negative I hat. So I'll have to put here the negative. Okay? Pwede ko nang hindi isulat si I hat, no? Ayan. Okay. Or, kung gusto mo, pwede mo din ilagay dyan si I hat. Okay. So, that is now HX. I hope that's clear, no? So, if you look at the triangle, if you rewrite it, you have your vector H here. This is your angle theta. This one is HX, that's 90 degrees, and this is HY. So, adjacent, kaya si HX naging, okay, so if you use cosine, the definition of cosine, okay, kita na lang natin, no? So, cosine of a certain angle, it says here, adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Adjacent to theta is HX, divided by the magnitude of the hypotenuse is H. So, if we cross multiply, HX is just H cosine theta. Alam nyo na yan. So, nagamit mo na si cosine for x, di wala ka ng choice, sine na lang talaga si y. Kasi if you look at the figure, hy is opposite theta. Ayan, magkaharap sila. So, we'll have hy here. It goes towards positive y. So, lalagyan na natin kaagad ang direction. So, I'll have the magnitude of h is 150. I'm sorry. And then, sine 35. So, HY is, in 3 significant figures, we have, mali, 150 sine. Ayan. So, it's 86.0. Okay. 86.0. This is centimeters per second. And then, this goes positive J hat. So, in our final answer now, we say therefore that vector H is, you have negative 123 centimeters per second I hat plus 86.0 centimeters per second J hat. Yan. So in other words, this is another way of writing vector H, no? Using unit vectors. We know, of course, that this is just identical with 150 centimeters per second going 35.0 degrees north of west. So bottom line, any vector can be expressed or described using the magnitude direction form, mag and direction form, or it can also be expressed in components using unit vectors. Okay, so that would be it. That's how to express vectors na naka-magnitude direction, and then you express it in express it in unit vectors. Okay? Kung baliktad naman, if you're given the unit vectors and you are to determine the magnitude and direction, edi opposite lang siya. So, kung i-opposite natin, what if this is the given form, naka-unit vector? Yan. And what if the requirement, what is required is magnitude and direction of H. So since you know the two components, you can sketch the triangle, no? So you have negative I hat, positive j hat. So gawa ka muna ng maliit na Cartesian plane as your guide. 2D lang siya, wala siyang j, so wag mo na isulat si z-axis. And then mag-guide ka lang dito x, and then this is y. You go 123 units to the left. So it doesn't have to be very long as there's a relative comparison. 123 is almost, it's greater than, it's almost twice 86. So, mas mahaba lang yung i-draw natin sa ano. So, kung uunahin natin si x, that would be going, oops, here, let's say, and you'd say it's hx towards negative. And then a shorter one for your y, your 90 degrees. And then, connect mo siya head or starting point to end point, and then the head of your vector is at the end point. This is your end point. So this is vector H. Yan. So you know the two sides of your right triangle. You want to determine the hypotenuse. What theorem will you use? Correct. You'll use the Pythagorean theorem. Yan. So mag-Pythagorean theorem ka lang. Okay? Wherein the magnitude of vector H is equal to the square root of the sum of the squares. So you get H squared, HY, and then, so you'll have 123. You can drop the negative sign because squaring it makes it positive. This is 86 squared. So we'd say that the magnitude of H, it has to be around 150 centimeters per second. For the direction, you can take this angle, let's call this theta. Okay, so meron kang opposite and adjacent, kaya we use tan sa TOA. So this is your magnitude. Again, if it's just magnitude, there's no arrow symbol on top. Okay, so for the direction, let's use TOA. Tangent theta, the opposite is HY. And the adjacent is hx. When you solve for any angle, I suggest you use the magnitude muna ng mga components so that you'll always have a positive degree. And then kung hindi siya standard position, kakabitan na lang natin ng geographic direction. Okay? So for HY here, I'll have 86. HX is, I'll use positive 123. Okay? And then this becomes, so theta, this becomes arctan. So the theta here is more or less 35 degrees. This, we need to put in the final answer north of west. Because if you just declare it as 35 degrees, you are saying that if this were positive x and this were y, vector h is somewhere here at positive 35, which is not, kasi andun siya sa kabila, which is 35 north of west. So kailangan meron yan. So in the final answer, vector h, arrow on top, we have the magnitude, centimeters per second, comma, 35.0 degrees north of west. Yan. Okay? And if you don't want this geographic direction, you can always convert it to standard position angle, wherein the reference is at 0 and then you go counterclockwise. So it's 180 minus 35. This would be 145. Tama ba? Plus 45, 0. Oh yeah, para maging 180. Okay, so we can also say that it's at 145 degrees. Tama ba? 180 minus 35. Yeah, it's 145. Okay, so ayan. I hope you learned, you already understand unit vectors. Please try solving similar problems from our textbook. Okay? Okay, until then, bye-bye.